I need friends. It's not what you think. I'm remarkably socially adept, at least that's what my mother tells me. But as our channel continues to grow and I've started outsourcing project and editing help, I've been looking for more effective and efficient ways to support the channel, and I've been cooking up something hot. Do you want to play Overwatch with me so that you can make fun of me and I can make fun of you? Does that sound fun? Do you want early access to YouTube? Do you want discounted coaching? Do you want priority access to Ask Philo? Do you want exclusive Discord chat maybe? Do you want exclusive Discord badge and role so you can flex awkwardly to your friends and family and then have this existential crisis that you're unironically attaching value to a text color and a badge assigned in this weird parasocial network within a social media platform? If that sounds exciting to you, wait for it. First off, enjoy this delightful background. Patreon rewards! If you don't believe me, here's what current best friends say. And I think this is the big thing for me. It's not just about, support me on Patreon so we do things and here's the rewards and all this kind of funny stuff. We'll talk about the rewards in just a second. But crucially here, it's been the ability to actually feel like I've positively impacted people's lives, and they've impacted my lives as well. You see, if I've developed something that goes beyond a parasocial relationship with these people that have chosen to support me on Patreon, not only have they allowed me to do what I've been doing for like the last 18 months, and really would not been able to do it with them, but ultimately, I feel like I've been able to have an impact on their lives beyond just, help you get good at Overwatch and you help pay for the free content that I'm providing. That's great and all, but like I think these testimonials really brought to light like the permanent impact that I'm going to have on these people's lives, even outside of Overwatch. And I think if you read some of these really sweet messages, it really brings to light the gravity of what just a dedication to improvement is even outside of the Overwatch headspace. So let's actually talk about the rewards here. So all joking aside, do you ever want to play pickup games with me? We are going to be doing for the tier 2 and tier 3 Patreons. We'll talk about that in just a second. You will get to do bi-monthly pickup games with me. It doesn't matter what rank you are. It doesn't matter if you're console. It does not matter if you're PC. It doesn't matter what you play. You will be able to join pickup games. We've been doing this for several months now, it's been a lot longer than several months, and it's been a lot of fun. We do them pretty consistently now, but we've actually got a set schedule moving forward. These are going to be on the weekends when most folks are going to be available, and it's honestly a lot of fun. And honestly, even when we're not even doing pickup games, half the time we've got people jumping in quick play and stacking with each other or stacking in competitive, and ultimately just like developing relationships with other people and just being able to connect with them. And I guess that piggybacks on to the next thing. The Best Friends channel since we started has been by far like the most tight-knit group of anything I've been a part of online. And I'm not even being facetious here. Like it truly has been a really, really cool, obviously like the whole parasocial relationship joking aside. So I've met a lot of really great and nice people through the Best Friends channel. And it's honestly not even so much about the relationship with me and us playing together and doing things like that and hanging out, because there's been a lot of that, but it's actually been, you don't need to pay for the relationships that you develop with those people. Because I think like I've even had players that have been unable to continue on the Patreon, but because they've made a relationship with me or with other people in the Patreon's group, they've developed not lifelong, but since they've started, they've developed relationships that they've been able to maintain through just playing more Overwatch and even doing things outside of that. And you're going to be able to meet some really, really cool people. I think it's been one of the most tight-knit Overwatch communities that I'm aware of, and certainly the closest one that I've ever been a part of. Access to the Best Friends channel, obviously that all kind of falls into the same category there. Priority answers and Ask Philo. Let me pull that up really fast here. So you guys might be familiar with the Ask Philo channel, but as you guys also know, I tend to get backlogged just a little bit, if you guys can see. So if you are a Patreon, you will be able to ask your questions and immediately be jumped ahead to get to those questions. Let me transition back to my famous scene. Ta-da! So if you ever have any questions that you want answered, you're going to have priority access to those Ask Philo questions. I will jump to your questions first. Then from there, early access to new videos, tons of new video projects going on behind the scenes constantly. If you want access to those videos before they're released, 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes even more days ahead. In fact, we had a project not long ago that was released like 2 or 3 weeks before it was released to the public. You do want to join Patrons because we're going to be putting those one out. Even if you're not part of the Discord, we'll be able to ping you through the Patreon announcements, so you want early access. And crucially, this is now for the first tier Patreon. The early access used to be the second tier plus. It's now the first and cheapest tier Patreon. You get early access to the new videos, new projects. Discounted coaching goes without saying. Saving money on the coaching is a big deal. If you're looking to get coaching, getting coaching consistently, this is a no-brainer. And then honestly, like I said, my sincere gratitude, because this is really no joking aside. The first time I ever did a video like this, it was I need help or something along those lines. And I really did need help. Like I remember there was a point in time when we dropped to around, I want to say $500, $600 in the bank after we were paying our mortgage. And it was like, if it basically had been, if I had not had Patreon that month or the month before, I would have had to quit this and gone on to do something else. So that was literally like Patreon is the reason why I'm even here today. And I do want to continue to improve the quality of my content and continue to do bigger and better things, better peripherals, releasing, being able to hire more editing and more project help, so we're able to continue to improve the product. And so I want you to have confidence that when you're supporting me through Patreon, you're not just supporting, getting all these things in return. Hey, you pay me, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, or you're thanking me for the free content. That's fine, but we're going to continue to improve the content, because I treat what I'm doing right now the same way that I treat the improvement at Overwatch. When I tell people how to get better at Overwatch and habits and drills and goals and things, like I do the exact same thing in my own life with my own coaching and with my own content. So any way that you support me through this, it is going to translate into me doing and improving the product, and just improving every single aspect. Last thing I will show you guys is the different tiers of patrons, just so we're clear about what each tier does. This is a new thing as well. Discord role and badge for the $5, early access to YouTube release. This is new. This was not for the $5 a month. We've upgraded this role, so now you get the YouTube release early, even though you're $5 a month, lower tier. The best one's when this is the one, the middle of the road. This is where you're gonna get all the juice. And this one is just the more generosity one. This was the only one. You get the special shout out on YouTube with this one at the end of the videos. You guys might have seen those. But this is just if you're looking to be extra generous and if you have money to blow. But really, if you're looking for the perks, it's going to be one of these here. So anyway, that's all I've really got today. This is going to be more of a plug to just continue to help grow this channel so we can afford to do bigger and better things, increasing the overall output of our editing, going from I'd like to at least go from 3 to 4 videos a week consistently, be able to up our video editing quality, the project quality, being able to do bigger and better things, and you're just affording more peripherals in terms of improving the stream quality. So always trying to improve this. I treat this job like I treat ranking up in Overwatch, right? I try to apply the same stuff that I talk about in my coaching and apply it to my own content and apply it to my own, just the videos and the stuff that I do. And any help that you guys provide through here is going to be reimbursed through access to these perks, but it will also be rewarded by actually improving the quality of the product in the first place. So I want a big shout out to all the people that have been subscribing to me for Patreon for like the last year or so. You guys have literally made this possible. Would not have been able to afford doing this without you guys. And a big shout out to people that are going to continue to consider this moving forward. That's all I've got. Have a great weekend. Oh, and if you feel like you're not going to be supporting this, just keep in mind I will feel personally injured, insulted, and incensed. And I will pray that your friends and family forget you and never speak to you again. Just so we're clear.